So roll up them sleeves, Pam. Let's get to work. Florida Congressman Byron Donalds, sir, this is one of the things that I have been so concerned about is, A, will she get confirmed, and B, once she gets in there, will she do and help execute the agenda of the president against the lawfare?
Well, first of all, congratulations to one of our fellow Floridians, Pam Bondi. She did a great job as AG of Florida. She'll do a phenomenal job as the Attorney General of the United States. But to your question, will she get the job done? The answer is yes. Because while Pam was out of office for the last several years, she has been working with President Trump and his team about the strategies that are important. She knows exactly what's on the president's mind and what needs to occur. And let's make no mistake about it, there must be a house cleaning at the Department of Justice in the political brass. They are the ones that were weaponizing government, not just against Donald Trump, but against Americans who supported Donald Trump, who were conservatives, or who were just fighting for their children against the radical establishment in too many school districts across America. So she's going to deliver just like everybody else in the cabinet is delivering on the agenda that President Trump laid out.
No, 100%. Well, within 1 hour of taking office, she froze all federal funding to sanctuary cities. So this could actually be the deal breaker for a lot of Democrats.
Memo to the Democrats, guess what? The American people are not with you when it comes to sanctuary cities. They do not agree with this. They want an orderly, legal immigration process. They don't want the humanitarian crisis created by Joe Biden. They were very clear in that. And if you talk to people in Chicago, in New York, even in Los Angeles, they don't want to see this continue. So the response from Capitol Hill is clear. If you want to violate federal laws and have sanctuary cities, then you're not entitled to federal dollars.
Yeah, no, I completely agree with that. But the next thing, too, and this is going to be challenged everywhere, is what Elon is doing. Now, Democrats are just freaking out, and all Elon is doing is taking a big old flashlight, shining it on a bunch of junk that should have been taken out of the government years ago, and they're saying, oh, he's illegally appointed. Like, what are they hiding?
A lot. And trust me, there's probably more that they're going to uncover over the next several months. Let's just take USAID. That place has been spending American taxpayer dollars in ways that is not in the interest of the American people or of the elected representatives sent to Washington to lead this government. So they can complain about Elon all they want, but I don't remember them complaining when George Soros and his son Alex Soros had unfettered access to the Biden White House. They weren't complaining then. They weren't complaining when all their front groups were getting money out of Washington, D.C. They're only upset now because we're actually looking at the books, the details, and cleaning it up once and for all.
Yeah. Well, what's more interesting, too, is like the deep state. Apparently, according to the New York Times, it didn't exist back in 2017 when Trump was saying that he was fighting it. But now in 2024, the same New York Times went around and said, oh, actually, the deep state does exist and it's awesome. It's like, no, they're not fooling anybody. These people live in such a bubble that they don't think that we, the people, have like access to the internet or read things or know things. We know more than most people that actually work in D.C., sir.
Absolutely correct. And I think, look, the best thing that's occurred in our politics has been alternative media, which is quite frankly now becoming the real media. It's the different outlets like yours and so many others that are able to actually put information out for people to see, digest, read, and really think about. And the more we push these stories forward to the forefront, we tell people what's actually going on in their government, the more they are siding with the common sense, America First vision of Donald Trump. Yeah. And so, look, the Democrats and the media, they can be all upset, but it's their own fault because they let their own power get in the way of what was in the best interest of the American people. We are not going to fall down the road that they did. We're going to make sure that this government does its job, and that's to be in the interest of every American, while at the same time not wasting their money or creating inflation in the process.
Noble concept. I wish you had been there for the last 100 years, sir. But Congressman Byron Donalds, always a pleasure. All right.
Thank you.
He loves the Constitution. He fights for what's right. He hates the bad guys. He's a freedom warrior. He's your freedom warrior. Watch Carl Higbie every weekday on Newsmax.